gabi. Welcome to the Guilty Pleasure Media Conference! Ito po ang sexiest movie of 2024. Ayan, i-declare na natin. Ako po si MJ Felipe and I'm so hyped na makita at makilala ang buong cast of the sexiest movie of this year. Guilty Pleasure is the last approved title of Mother Lily on the 60th of Regal Entertainment Incorporated. So this movie is not just titillating, pero napaka-significant and historic as well. Kaya nasabi ko kanina, paiinitin natin ang gabi ninyo dahil we're gonna talk about pleasure and pain. Sino gusto ng pleasure? Si Chad. Sino gusto ng pain? Si Annalyn daw. Pareho natin may experience yan. And we'll talk more about it later with the rest of the cast. Now, together with LOVI Productions, the new production house of LOVI POE, she's not only the main character of the movie, but also one of the producers as well. You know, Guilty Pleasure is not your usual love story. It digs deep into themes of betrayal, justice, and of course, sex. Balita ko, ang movie is rated R16 ng MPRCB with no cuts. With no cuts. Kaya, hindi na po ako makapaghintay pa. You will definitely have the full movie experience sa cinemas on October 16. And I hope everybody is excited. Sa lahat po ng i-upload nyo online right now sa inyong mga tweets, posts, or anything, please use the hashtag GuiltyPleasureMediaCon. Alright? Okay, hindi na natin ito patatagalin pa. I'm gonna position right over here and let's welcome the cast of Guilty Pleasure. Pleasure. Alright, we're about to start our media conference. Pero can I request the cast to go in the center for a quick photo op lang? Para may ma-upload na kaagad ang ating mga pabatiin muna natin sila. Noreen, please greet everybody.
Hello, good evening sa mga press. Salamat nandito kayo sa pag-support sa Guilty Pleasure.
And of course, Derek, Connie.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa mainit na pagtanggap ngayong gabi. Thank you po.
Alright, simulan na natin ang ating kwentuhan. I have the questions right over here from our friends from the press. So ako na ang magtatanong. Siguro, but before we begin, in a nutshell, Noreen, what is guilty pleasure all about?
Guilty pleasure is about that complex
Yung
emotion.
cortina mo, ang hina na. Parang parigil ka lang. Parang may silhouette si
About
Noreen.
the complex emotions that we feel when we are Parang when we are faced with the struggle na, ano pipiliin mo? What is right or what your heart desires? Kasi di ba minsan, alam mo, bawal, alam mo masama, pero masarap, kaya
Ay,
gawin ka pa din.
grabe naman yung alam mo namang bawal pero masarap.
Yes.
Kaya gagawin mo pa rin.
Kaya gagawin mo
Ah,
pa rin.
diba?
O, di ba may pag gagawin mo pa rin.
Thank you, Nuri. Direct Connie, sexiest film of 2024. How sexy is sexy?
Hindi ko ba nakita yung trailer?
Kakamin mo ba lang dito? More pa yun.
Sexy ba? Maraming salamat for yung sexiest para sa kanila. Pinagtrabahuhan namin lahat. Mahabang kasusing pag-uusap para mas maging natural, authentic, organic yung pagkagawa ng mga eksena.
Alright. Para ma-establish lang natin, no? So, we saw the trailer, but let's talk more about your characters here. Let's start with Angelica. What's your character here? Without spoiling!
Okay, naka-pressure. Ako yun na una.
Alphabetical eh.
Oh
You
my
saw it.
God. Okay. So I'm playing Madison Valencia po here. And if mag-describe ko po si Madison, Madison is very strong, independent woman. And also, soft girl. And that's about it. Para hindi ma-spoil.
Ay, bawal ba? Bawal?
Yes,
Oh! Dustin, ikaw naman.
Pero I can give you a brief background of my character. Ako si Zachary dito. I'll be playing Zachary. And ako ay isang sikat na influencer slash artist.
Okay.
Na medyo bad boy.
Oh!
Kasi ano eh, syempre, yun nga, dahil doon naging entitled ako. And dito makikita nyo na
sige.
wala, chicks kasi Angelica.
Chicks ko si Angelica. Chicks. Gen Z ka ba talaga o Gen X ka? Gen Z. Chicks daw niya si Angelica. Sarah, ikaw naman, what's your role here?
Ako naman po dito ay si Kate. Si Kate po, she's sophisticated. She never has to struggle or work hard for anything she wants.
Wow.
Everything is just given to her.
Wow.
So we can say that she's privileged, but also because of this privilege, she's naive and unaware of what is happening around her.
Interesting. Okay, Jameson, JM, and LOVI kayo naman. What are your roles? Jameson?
I'll be playing Matthew Caliente dito sa Guilty Pleasure. Isang intern, eventually becoming a lawyer. He comes from a family of lawyers and ayun, growing up he just wants to prove himself na he can be a lawyer kasi parang yung dad niya without him na di na kaya, he's not capable. Siyempre under the coaching of Alexis. So, yeah, malaman natin kung lovers ba sila or magkalaban or both.
Right.
Yeah.
You said coaching, so mentor mo ay yung character ni LOVI po.
Yes.
Okay.
At some point.
A young, aspiring lawyer na minentor ni LOVI po. Okay, si JM naman, what's your role?
I played the role of Adam Lucero, senior associate sa Atticus firm. And goal-driven and in love kay Alexis.
Na in love kay Alexis. Okay. I'm sure si LOVI si Alexis. Alexis, go ahead. Introduce your character.
Yes, of course. Ako po si Alexis, attorney Alexis Miranda here. And siguro po ang masasabi ko about my character is that she's struggling between her integrity as a person versus her duty as a lawyer. So parang yun po yung pinakamalaking, for me, core ni Alexis po here.
Alright. Mamaya, hihimayin pa natin yan without spoiling. But let's move on to the questions now. Our first question is from Mel Navarro. It's for Noreen, the writer. Kailan niyo sinimulan itong kwento and what made Mother Lily approve this title?
Kailan nga ba, Miss Rosel? Parang last year, I think last year, binuo namin ni Miss Rosel. And what made Mother Lily say yes to this project is because natuwa siya na it's something new na hindi pa masyadong napapalabas ngayon. And actually, title pa lang natuwa na sila. And it's
May kiliti na kaagad eh,
because
no?
it's LOVI po talaga. Kasi
Right.
this is for her, this is written talaga for her eh. Na siya lang yung Ganun. So, yun, I think. Baka syempre, papayag si Mother Lily because it's Miss Roselle's, nasa yung seed na galing kay Miss Roselle.
Oh, speaking of Miss Roselle, Monteverde is here, the CEO and President. And of course, Keith is also here, the Executive Vice President of Regal Entertainment Incorporated. Kaya ko kayo tinawag kasi para po sa inyo yung next question. It's from Janelle Estilore of Cinema Bravo. Sobrang bongga ng preso ng Regal at talaga namang pang-comeback sa big screen ang atake ng mga pelikula ngayong ika-6 na dekada ng Regal. What pushes you more to mount these events and theatrical releases? And why should we watch this on the big screen?
Yeah, first of all, good evening and thank you for coming. In terms of why we do these events, first and foremost is we want to continue to push the audience to go to the theater.
Right.
Because we believe that there's certain movies that should only be seen in theater, at least for the first time. And this is one of those movies. In terms of why these events, well, I think one of the biggest pieces of feedback that I heard was when purchasing tickets to buy a movie, the audience in theaters. And I think we're accomplishing that.
Thank you, Keith. Mr. Sal, do you want to add more to that?
Actually, it's all been said by Keith.
Okay.
For one thing, we're pretty excited about this movie, Guilty Pleasure. I've seen the whole movie and the reaction of the NPRCP was something that I can be proud of. There are a lot of scenes here that really scared me.
Like what?
Well, because first of all, I was scared of so many aspects in this movie. Of course, we have a great story.
Okay.
But yet, we need those scenes to really show the character
Right.
of each, the characters in the movie. So, kailangan talaga ma-extend yun para ma-feel yung journey nila. So, I was kind of scared. Kaya, I'm so proud that this will be in cinema because it's going to be magnified, whatever they'll be expecting. Kasi hindi lang siya magandang storya, the mga artista dito napakagaling.
Right.
Lahat sila, they did their job really well. I'm really so masusurpresa kayo. Kasi ito talaga, R16, I didn't expect.
And no cuts.
With no cuts.
Wow.
And I guess it's really more about the story, not really about sex.
Thank you, Ms. Roselle. Actually, may mga touches of direct commonality. Yung outfit mo, love you, no?
Yes. I'm so grateful that this is actually
That's the one, right?
Alexis Miranda. So yeah, it's really nice to represent like Philippine heritage, and I think it's our little way of celebrating and that we're here to honor our culture. So
Right.
thank you, Derek, for including that. It's very important because sometimes we lose that element. So I'm grateful that Derek always makes sure that it's part of her films.
And also, Lovi, you're a co-producer, right?
Yes.
What made you say yes to that hat?
Well, first of all, working with Regal, I've been a Regal baby since I started. And so, to be honest, it really is an honor for me to be working with Regal and Mr. Sal, Mother Lily, because, they're a very established production company and they've been here for so many years. And then the fact that they're here to support me in this new venture, I'm just really, really grateful. The fact that I can even call Mr. Sell and ask for advice and a random day. So it's not even a matter of what made me say yes. I absolutely would want to be part of actually anything with Regal. That's 100%. And aside from that is the story. I remember when I read the script, it was something that I was like, this is a bit risky. Kasi it's a story that's never been talked about, I believe. So parang ako, of course, we're always there to entertain. When we release films, we're there to entertain, make people happy, magpakilig. But this one, we're here to spark a conversation. And that, for me, I was already blown away.
Pero grabe nga yung mga outfits mo dito. Kanina yung pagka 50 Shades of Grey na leather ang nakita rin na
Yes.
outfit eh.
Trust me, when we were pabawas ng pabawas, kaya ba? Kaya ba? Tagaling mo na yun, sige, tingnan natin.
No way!
Pabawas ng pabawas was and then I was like, sige, it's direct naman. That's the thing when the trust is there,
Right.
Full trust, I just, sorry to flashback sa yung scenes, but anyway, si Direk is great because Of course, nung una, it felt like a fashion show. Oh, I love wearing this outfit. Nung tumagal na ng tumagal, sabi ko, direct, I don't feel comfortable na I feel violated somehow. Okay, takpan na natin si Lovi, takpan natin siya. So may ganon. Mga moments talaga nila. It's normal naman for actors.
Right.
Yeah, especially when shooting that scene. Yeah.
Feel violated.
I feel violated too. Jay, ano ba eksena yun? Ikaw na magkwento.
Spoil eh.
Spoil ba? Eh kanina yung makakandong yung mga gano'n. Iba na agad, steamy na eh.
Pero it's great kasi nga sabi ko, the sexiness part of the film is just tip of the iceberg.
That's right.
There's so much depth in this story.
For sure.
And everyone just did an amazing job. And thank you so much to them for bringing out the best.
Yes.
The best? Great, pagkaganyan kayo after, you'll understand why.
Okay. Our next question is from June Laling of Abante. It's for Lovi. Ano ang reaction mo sa dulog ng tao sa all-out mall show nyo nitong weekend? Fisher Mall Malabon, SM Sanandaan, SM Pampanga, SM Clark. We saw the photo. Posting the visits at Trinoma. How was that experience for you?
Oh my God. As in, ang sarap ng pakiramdam to see everybody. Sa totoo lang, I was really nervous before doing our mall shows and our cinema visits kasi it's been a while. Siguro last time na ginawa ko po to was like pre-pandemic pa. So I was nervous and I did not expect, yung warmth. And I'm just so grateful that everyone came to see us. And I pray and translate to them watching the film as well.
Yes, on October 16. Okay, it's also for Lovi again from Romel Gonzalez of PEP and Police Files Tonight. You kind of touched on this kanina na, no? So, Say Lovi Productions is starting a production company and nagkaroon kayo ng collaboration agad with Regal, the longest active film production sa Pinas. Ano na-feel mo rito? What made you venture into this role? And can you tell us who were your mentors? And what kind of producer are you?
Okay, so what made me do this was actually, what sparked this is I've always loved writing my own stories and concepts. And I remember it started with our film Seasons with Regal. And then I came up with that concept, and then suddenly it was just nice to be part of the process. And then biglang may script na kami, na-cast na, and then everything just came together, and then we were taken on by Netflix, and I was just like, well, I can't keep doing this because there are so many stories that I wanna tell and showcase, and eventually get into script writing. Baka naman you can teach me, baka pwede ako mag-take ng classes sa'yo. But basically, that's what sparked it. And afterwards, of course, my mentor is Miss Roselle, because the fact that I can call her anytime. I mean, thank you, Miss Roselle. I'm really grateful. And my husband as well, since he produces films abroad. So he teaches me that.
Dang. Okay. Before we call in Tessa Mauricio to ask her question personally tonight, there's this question for Jameson Blake from Mikey Viñas of Kapamilya Vines. Masasabi mo bang nakaka-intimidate ang magkagusto sa isang lawyer? Kasi may connotation na nai-intimidate tayo sa mga ganong profession.
I think at first, ganun yung
Nag-crush ka na ba sa isang lawyer?
Sorry.
Nagka-crush ka na ba sa isang lawyer? Ever?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa?
Hindi
Okay.
pa. Pero I have some friends who are lawyers. I think
Okay.
it's just the first impression na it's their profession, and we expect na lahat ng lawyers, or majority, a lot of lawyers are really smart, they're very intelligent. So, ayun, syempre if you like a lawyer or may crush ka sa isang lawyer, syempre you have to be careful not to do something bad kasi syempre they can...
Bakit yan?
Yun naman eh. So, siguro yun yung first impression lang. Pero I think you just have to get to know the person.
By any chance ba, anyone in the cast nagkaroon ng crush or something with a lawyer? Wala naman? Ay, Dustin Tao! No way, go ahead! Ay,
Magaling talaga siya.
Iba din doon.
Iba din eh. Madilim medyo lang.
ang daming chicks! Ang daming chicks! Chick boy nga!
Actually, malapit na may scene na
Alright. Tessa, where are you? Go ahead, Tessa. Wait, bigyan natin ng microphone si Tessa. She's that small, petite, beautiful girl right over there. Ito na. Abot na ka na ng microphone. There you go.
Good evening to the sizzling cast and of course our director and our writer. Nabati ko lang po si Direk Connie kanina na napakaganda ng kanyang suot. It really exudes, power for women, diba? I mean, it's Filipiniana, but the look really is very powerful. And I know that it's important to you even when directing sexy films, that show women in mga scenes like we saw earlier. Yung of course the dignity of the woman, and of course yung women power as I was saying earlier. How are you able to balance this, do you think, without any spoilers? Napag-usapan natin ito ng story conference pa lang po nun, and you said that is what you will try to achieve. But how have you done it? What can we look forward to see that happening in this movie?
We crafted this character together, all of us, especially with Long. We had long discussions about how we're going to mount the character of Alexis. And yung Filipino wear, for me, I researched about being lawyers, and I interviewed judges and lawyers, and I've observed and stalked their IGs. And I realized that very patriotic sila in the way that they will wear Filipino wear. And that's also my advocacy. So it was like parang second nature to incorporate this in the character of Alexis, that she will wear something very Filipino, because it tells another layer of story from the cultural communities who work on these items or on these weaves that we put in the outfits. It pushes forward our Filipino identity without screaming for it. Parang she goes with her character as a lawyer, upholding the law, defending who needs defense, and putting things into the right perspective, while using Filipino stuff for her home and for her team around the office. How do we balance this? Sex is a part of our lives, di ba? So parang ito lang, trabaho, sex, play, di ba? So, balance.
Work and play. No, work
and play. Kasi, babae to gusto niyang marinig yung boses niya. She wants her voice to be heard, but at the same time, she is a feminine woman who's nurturing, who's loving, who's gentle. But she knows what she wants. And that is what probably I want the women to recognize and see, that they see the strength in this character and see the strength in them as well as they watch her play.
So parang as women po, we shouldn't be embarrassed to show the world that, we also have a right to pleasure as much as men.
Yes, and also fashion in a way tells her culture too. And sa babae, for me personally, kung alam ko na I'm gonna be around people who will make a judgment of me, outfit ako. Yun, naka-outfit ako. May judgment. Hindi kasi doon mo kukunin yung energy mo, doon mo kukunin yung confidence mo. Whatever works for you as a woman, go for it. If it's wearing this, putting your hair this way, heels, go for it. I mean, there's no one to tell you how you express yourself. You're the one who's going to tell, this is how I want to express myself, and this is my voice.
All right. Thank you, Tessa.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tessa. Before we pass the microphone to June Lalin, we have a question here from Chad of Manila Feed for JM. Nakarelate ka ba sa concept of guilty pleasure in real life? What's your personal guilty pleasure? Parang ang personal na question ni Chad sa'yo, no?
Siguro alak.
Okay.
Sarap. Pero sama sa utak. So, pag sumusobra, at wala nang control. So,
Parang may reaction si Bixby doon, nagre-react sa sagot ni JM eh. We have June Lalin here. June!
Ayan.
Hi! Oh, like, ayan. Yes. Good evening. Hi, Lavi.
Hi, good evening.
Ang ganda. Wala kayong masabi. Oo. Lavi, congratulations. Siyempre, saksi kami ng social media. The way na pagkaguluhan talaga kayo ng tao. Diba? Nakaka-proud. Oh, Lavi, you're like your dad. Kasi sobrang puri sa'yo ng mga tao sa mall shows, sa mga events ng guilty pleasure. Kasi kahit gaano na nagmamadali, na halos tinutulak na kayo ng mga security, pero pag may sumigaw pa magpa-picture, sumipigil ka.
Well, thanks, Tita June. I try my best, kung pwede ko pagbigyan lahat gagawin ko, to be honest. Because I'm a fan myself, and, I know how it feels to want to see someone, and I just can't believe I'm in that position, to be honest. Na I'm the one walking down there, and people want to take photos with me. Sometimes I still can't believe it, and that's why I guess it's a simple way of giving back that support. Hindi maliit na bagay na lang yun to make someone happy. I can't believe na nagagawa ko yun. So I'm grateful. Like, I can't believe it.
And yeah, I think I met you when nung 15 ka pa lang, and you're still the same Lavi ko. Nung nag-penetrate mo ang Hollywood, ako mismo, even I'm really close to you, inisip ko, ano kaya magbabago kay Lavi? Magiging katulad kaya siya ng mga Hollywood stars na hindi basta-basta pwedeng lapitan. But even in the States, yung best time kasama, talagang ikaw yung nag-i-invite sa akin to see you and Monty. Walang pagbabago. So, lalo kaming naging proud sa'yo na even na, nung una syempre nakakatakot, ilalayo mo siya ng Hollywood sa akin. Pero, etong ugali mo, hindi ka nagbabago, parang walang pagbabago nga. Mas nag-reach ka pa rin. Sobrang bait.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate you lang.
Thank you so much.
Alam mo, pinaka-natouch ako na yung assistant mo, talagang gumawa ka ng paraan para madala, hindi alam ng iba, gumawa ka talaga ng paraan kasi hindi siya naka-join sa wedding mo sa UK, yung tayo, di ba? Pero gumawa ka para na isama mo siya. So, with that, I'd like to congratulate you. And dapat palakpakan po natin lahat sila sa pagiging sobrang mabait na hindi na mabago. Kaya, full support sa'yo sa Hollywood career mo. And of course, on the 16th sa Guilty Pleasure, Lavi, nagpa-schedule ako ng black screening for you.
Wow!
Ito yung support ko sa'yo kasi nakita ko the way ng pagmamahal mo. Gumawa ka pa ng production company sa LOVI Productions para makatulong sa mga taga-industriya sa local movie industry. Yeah. So alam namin kahit lumaki ka pang Hollywood star, hindi mo iiwasan ng Pilipinas ang Philippine showbiz industry.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
I love you too. Thank you. I love you so much. No, I'm truly grateful for everyone around me. To be honest, parang us actors, we really are no one without our support system around us. And so, kahit sino pa, like our managers, our directors, everyone is like, lahat yun parang tumutulong. It's like a step, for everyone to reach our goals. So, I'm grateful to everyone here, everyone using the June. Thank you so much because I appreciate you all.
Ang actor kasi sipag ng mga kasama mo.
Super!
Alam mo, last year, November, I was with Mother and Rosel, pinaglilitingan ni Direct Richard Thomas din, saka ni Mother, saka ni... Actually, kasama ko yung action movie mo sa mga na-approve pa ni Mother.
Yes.
Na talagang alam na gagawin mo. And talagang sinasabi niya, kung gaano siya kabilib sa'yo, from the very start, ang
hanggang nag-asawa ka na nga, hanggang nagkaroon ka na ng Hollywood projects, di ba? So yan, ako, good luck with guilty pleasure. Yan. Good luck sa inyo lahat. And we love you. You love. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, June! Grabe, pa-block screening!
Thank you.
Wala akong masabi. Pasabog agad si June. Matatanungan ba ito ni Gorgie Rula? Gorgie, ikaw na ang next na magtatanong.
Black screening din.
Diba black screening din si Gorgie? Ay, kahit naman na si Gorgie. Gorgie Rula.
Palakpakan muna natin si June. Bongga, kanyang nga hanash, di ba? Pwede mo sa mga kwentuhan na yung Barbie, di ba? Congratulations. Sinabi kanina ng director na, ito nga kanina sabi ni MJ na sexiest movie, di ba? Kung sino pa gusto sumagot, so anong sexiest ng ginawa, anong pinaka-daring na ginawa niyo? Sexy ba yung story o yung mga scenes talaga?
Yan! Direk, may sex scene ka ba dito?
Wala ka threesome mo.
So, ano ba? Maraming sensual moments, definitely. Kasi pelikula ng babae. So, asahan mo na yun. Babae may kurba, malambot, mabango. So, yun lang. Kaya sensual siya. However, syempre, iba-iba naman ang views ng kasama mo sa isang kwarto kung ano yung sensual at di ba? So, doon magkakaroon ng pagkakatalo. Kumbaga, bawat isa sa kanila actually na nandito, except si Sarah. Lahat merong sensual moment.
Ayan, pakwento naman yun ang hinihingi ni Gorgie eh.
Then, eto na lang. Siguro, para hindi natin na-spoil din, you have to go to the theaters para makita ninyo ano exactly ito, ma-experience ninyo, hindi lang kwento. Kumbaga.
Idea lang direct. Kasi sinasabi, panoorin na lang. Panoorin naman talaga. And then kasi I remember yung ginawa ng movie ni LOVI din, Alessandro. Grabe ang pagka-sexy nilo.
Malaya.
Oo, malaya.
Malaya.
To be honest, it's the first love scene of mine that I was able to fully watch.
Yun,
I was like,
malaya.
ooh, that's nice. That's loving.
Hindi ako
Pero si ano din eh, si Sanjo, medyo nabigla siya doon. Doon sa ginawa. Kawa pa si JM. Si Jameson, sabi nila, they feel violated, di ba? Ganun din ba yung na-feel ninyo doon sa feelings ni Sanjo?
At saka parang Gorgie, yung gusto ko malaman, si Lovi ba ang tumitimon nung eksena?
Oo, doon sa Malaya.
Yung nagilid.
Parang ikaw, Lovi.
Hindi. Hindi. Kasi syempre iba yung malaya, iba yung guilty pleasure. So, iba rin yung the way that I wanted to present the woman. So, yung mga lalaki, sila ang mga leaders.
Dito.
Nakaka-lead ba kayo? Parang nag-enjoy naman. Hindi na bago.
Yeah, ako kasi nabigla ako sa first day namin. Kasi first
Bakit?
day namin, we had to do our most daring scene together. Me and
First
Lovie.
day, nice to meet you, James.
Nice to meet you. To bring the ice together.
You know what? I think Direk does this on purpose. The first time I ever met Sanjo as well, pagpasok ko, nice to meet you, ganyan. Okay, kissing scene agad at love scene agad. I'm like, oh my God, yun yung nangyari sa amin.
Kailangan natin ng tension, di ba? So, tension filled yun at the same time.
So, para magkaroon daw kami ng tension this whole.
And then, ito na lang. Si Jameson at saka si JM ba, medyo napaplaster ba kayo dito? Sa mga eksena na ginawa niyo?
Yes.
Alam mo, meron akong gusto sabihin. First time ako naka-encounter ng mga love scenes na kasi organic is the way that we want to do it. So, meron ginawa si JM at saka si Lovi in their intimate scene where na-surprise din ako sa kanya. But I let it be. Yung parang they were playing a song and then sobrang naging intense yung emotions nila that basta I'm not gonna say it, basta it was so intense that parang, oh my God, anong nangyayari? But I don't want to stop it. Kasi I know that I want to respect that this is how they want it to flow. And I'm just gonna get to the bottom of it later on while I'm editing it. And it paid off. Yung kay Jameson naman, tsaka yung kay Lovi, masasabi ko lang, lasing siya sa rap.
intoxicated is the word. Intoxicated siya sa ganda ni Alexis.
Okay, last na lang. Lovey, kamusta sa producer? First production din ng Say Lovey, di ba?
Yes, ng
Oo, so kumusta yung mas nag-enjoy mo ba to produce more films or medyo nadala ka na ng konti o sumakit ang ulo mo?
Of course, it's a bit of a headache, but then, ganun naman talaga, if you want to grow, diba, you have to go through all these stages. Yeah, and, you know, the outcome will always be great. So, I'm gonna keep creating more, especially if I'm working with such amazing actors and director, I mean, the writer, everyone. Yes, 100%, I wanna keep doing it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gorgie. Maraming salamat. Let's call it Nikki Wang. Nikki. Okay.
Ang tari, may spotlight.
Ayan, may spotlight ka na, Nikki.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations to the entire cast and of course, Derek. I'd like to ask Dustin. Hi, Dustin. Relatively, you're one of the parang newbies dito sa cast. And of course, you're also part of the POE network. So how does it feel working with a more experienced actors like Jay and Lovey, of course, Jameson?
Of course, yeah. It's not usual for me to work with Kapamilya actors, and gladly this yourself open this opportunity for me to learn and work with them. And lahat, naman natin lahat na veterans sa sila. And yun na lang yung inisip ko. Hindi na rin natin kung saan sila galing.
So yung experience.
Yeah, experience. So, doon ako natuto sa pagiging veteran sila na kahit na veteran na sila, grabe sila prepare. Bata ba ako, bro?
Gito lang.
Hindi kasi veterans in a way na magaling. Kumbaga, experience ka sa industriya. So, kahit humble rin sila. Kasi ako, honestly, bago lang na ako, like you said, medyo nahiyahin pa. So, nagulat ako nung sila, very approachable and grabe yung work ethic na kahit na experience na nga. Grabe yung preparation pa rin nila. Hindi sila kampante sa work. So, ayun lang naman.
Kanino ba yung mas maraming eksena sa kanila?
Kay attorney. Yes.
So, is there something that you learned from her when you're doing the scenes with her?
Actually, meron. Na-appreciate ko na binigyan niya ako ng chance umarte. Yeah, naramdaman ko yun kasi na-experience ko na rin umarte sa isang eksena na naramdaman ko na parang gano'n. But then kay Lovey, sobrang feel ko na binigyan niya ako ng chance talaga. Hindi ako na-intimidate dito sa naging maganda lang yung flow. Because of that.
Thank you.
Actually, mahusay dito si Dustin. Talagang you have to watch out for his performance. And I'm super excited. Yung scene namin together, I was actually very impressed. So, I'm excited na mapanood din again.
Thank you, Lovey.
Thank you.
One question kay Derek. Derek, kasi kanina narinig ko na about the intimate scenes. I wanted to know if there's something that you did in this film that you have not done in your previous projects.
Lahat ng intimate scenes na ginawa namin in this film was carefully thought out. Syempre kayo nag-joke kami about the intimate scenes, diba? But that's the lighter side of it. On a more serious note, it's something that we really were mindful when we did it because
Mindful.
Because there's a mindful in our gap, but there's a situation that's really on it. So, kailangan namin pag-usapan, meron kami mga, hindi na yung on the set itself because I feel like it's going to be hard to describe it. I want to be candid with them when I discuss what we're going to do. And so I set them aside and I talked to them separately in a room and I told them this is what's going to happen. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? And then along the way while it's happening, syempre may mga scenes where I have to reassure them individually that this is just a scene, that it's not a real thing that we're doing, but it's a scene, and so that we forge forward and mindful again in how we continue.
Thank you very much, and again, good luck with the film.
Thank you, Nikki. Let's call it now G. Trilliana. After ni G is Junardo. So let's call in first G. Hi, G.
Good evening and thank you. Hi. So, how do you think would the audience accept for the actors? Kasi, di ba, this is R16 downwards. When you think ito, syempre, marami namang napapanood na natin yung mga regular. So, yung audience natin ngayon, do you think are ready for this type of entertainment?
Here, alam mo, while I'm watching the material or even while we're shooting some of the scenes, I find myself clenching my hands. So that's one. And there's sort of like a tension and heat inside me. And it could mean many things. It depends on you as you watch the film. What is the reason why it's there? But there's that tension in each of the scenes. Definitely, makikita nila is something na tingin ko hindi pa nila nakita.
Hindi pa nakikita. So I think there's something that needs to be talked about, and I think that's one of the reasons why this film is going to be out there, because
It's just the beginning of something. It's actually bigger than this film. And we hope that the film sparks that conversation para furthermore, mapag-usapan pa siya, ma-discuss pa siya, gawan pa siya ng other versions of this. You've seen that, alam naman natin what happens inside the room, right? Alam natin what happens between two lovers. But the way that we mounted it, I think it's organically and intrinsically JL, LOVI, JAMESON, Dustin, and Angelica. So definitely iba siya, that I can guarantee.
So, nasabi na ni Direk, so yung other members of the cast, what do you want the audience to take away from this film?
JM. Go ahead, JM.
Siguro more entertainment, bukod doon, informational siya. And mas lalawak yung self-awareness ng mga tao pag ipanood na ito kung ano yung mga thin lines, borderlands ng mga nalampasan, o hindi
On consent.
nalampasan.
Thin line on consent. Ganun yung ba yun?
Thin line daw ba on consent?
Yes po.
Jameson, you wanna add?
And I think since it's also tackling a sensitive topic, I think it's giving awareness to people, and other than entertainment, I think people will be able to pick up a lesson from it on how to deal with other people, how to how to be aware of the kind of person you're dealing with, and how to be aware about their actions and stuff like that. So I think it's more on the relationship side, on how I think a lot of people will learn from that.
For Lomi, do you think how important is guilty pleasure? I mean, not the pleasure itself, but the movie for you.
Oh, for me, it's something that needs to be out there, because one thing that we should learn about people is boundaries, and we have to understand that thin line, as JM said. Na parang we have to respect everyone's personal boundaries, personal space, no matter who you are. And quirks, you know, it's like what is pleasure to you may not be pleasure to someone else. So we have to, you know, keep that in mind.
In this line of work, minsan may mga times na you feel, sabi mo nga kanina, meron pa na-violate ka.
I was like, it wasn't in a very negative manner, you know what I mean? It was just one moment. I would like to say, perception din sa akin ng tao siguro is like, these scenes are easy for me. I always dress a certain way, but I'm really far from that person. The real LOVI is far from that, to be honest. But it was already a given. This is the kind of story that we're gonna share. And so the fact that we feel these things when we were filming, it means that we are gonna convey the message. So parang, I wasn't really like personally violated the way, you know, like, but the fact that I felt that way sa film, I feel like ma-translate yung message niya.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, G. Let's call now Junardo. Let's have June this time.
Ana, ikaw na next.
Ito na lang, si LOVI na lang.
Sa likod daw.
LOVI, ano yung, sabi mo headache sa pupulos. Ano yung headache? Pwede kayo malaman?
Actually, not really here. I'm doing other projects as well.
May isa ba? Mayroon pa ginagawa.
Yeah, but others then. But it's not really, it's like, here kasi I have guidance eh. The other projects I'm doing on my own. Coming soon. But then, yeah, so I think it's just, you know, I feel like it's like every other business, right? You know, kasi sanay ako maging actor, and then now I'm starting something new. I'm getting into producing. Nangangapa ako, and you know, I'm dealing with a lot of people. So, yeah, but here, to be honest, it's a breeze.
Wala na. Si Dustin ang natanungin ko. Nagkaroon pa kayo na eksena ni LOVI?
Yes, bro.
How do you feel working with the premier actress?
Yeah.
Hindi ka ba sinuplada?
Sorry?
Hindi ka ba daw
sinuplada?
Okay, hindi naman.
Okay. Anong ginawa niya sa'yo?
Wala naman.
Wala pa. Okay. So, how did you feel?
Noong una, kasi syempre hindi ko naman siya, meron ko pa siya nakita in person. So, parang noong una, medyo natatakot pa ako kasi nakikita ko siya.
Of course.
Of course, diba? Kahit naman sino eh. Pero nung isang first exam namin, magkatabi na kami, hindi kami nag-usap. So yung parang binigay niya agad yung ice, tanong siya ng isang topic na parang ibo. Doon na nag-start. Kasi ako mahihain talaga ako. Mabilis ako matakot.
Ano? Mabilis matakot ka? Sa babae?
Hindi naman sa babae. Pero sa mga, ako tagal na sa industriya.
Grabe daw.
Ayaw na niyang gamitin yung word of veteran.
Kasi bagay 14 pa lang yun, legal baby na yan. Tawag mo legal. So unlike yun na, si Robin, talaga na yan eh. Talagang tatakayan kanya kung hindi niya. Hindi mo siya kailangan.
Talaga ba?
Oo, di ba? Sabi niyo na alin, di ba? Joke lang, o naman. Ano ko lang si Sarah. So Sarah, housework with LOVI and the boys. Nagtaray-taray ka na dito.
Yes. Pero not as intense na pagtataray like before. Kasi nga yung character ko dito, she's naive and unaware of what's really happening around her. Kaya yung mga nagiging reaction niya po, hindi niya alam yung ginagawa ng love of her life.
Okay.
So kaya ganun yung nagiging reaction niya.
Sino ba love of her life mo dyan?
Secret!
Meron pala.
Makasunod niyo rin po yan. Working with LOVI and everyone else, it's so amazing. It's such an amazing experience. Very honored also to be working with Direk Connie for the first time. Direk Connie, thank you so much for the guidance and the patience.
she's always asking us, totoo po yun, she's always asking us, how do you feel? Do you feel like your character would do this? Does it feel right to you? So I really appreciate that, and I look forward to doing more work with Direct Connie and his cast. And most especially,
Ano ba si Direk Connie? Direk Connie, mahirap ang i-execute ang love scene na isang LOVI po. Mahirap ba?
Hindi po. Kasi we trust each other. Parang I want to do something to her that I want done to me. So, or to anybody, di ba? So parang, if it's in a negative way. So as long as,
Ano yung tuloy? Grabe kayong dalawa na nagkakaintindihan.
It's okay. Parang naman nanay nito. So kanyari naglalakad na siya sa hallway na kita na yung niya. Yung kanyang kayamanan. Bigyan na ng tuwalya to. Kasi ko, mahihain yung ano mo.
Ayan.
So, syempre, gusto mo ipakita the best angle or the best in any of these people here, like the actors here, kailangan maganda yung itsura nila. Kung ipapakita natin yung intimate parts of their bodies, sana to the best na yung angles. Parang flattering ka sa girl. Medyo, tigis ka ng konti. Ang lakas ng pick up. So, kahit ako may nakulo yung gumaganoon. So,
meron
and nakaka-enjoy na i-mount yung mga scenes kasi alam mo na they take it seriously, they put respect in what we're doing, and they focus, pay attention. So, basically, hindi madali yung eksena, pero it makes it much easier because I'm working with them, and they put their characters, themselves in their characters of buhay yung ginagawa. As for LOVI, from Malaya, fan na niya ako. Sabi ko, ano ka nga ng tatay mo? You're meant to be in this industry. And moving forward here, nagkasawa na siya, and we saw each other in LA. Ang layo na inabot yung how she had developed into a more, yung sensibility niya as an actress and as a woman, sobrang lumawak pa. So, baka may experience yun.
No, me too, Direk. I'm such a huge fan of Direk Connie. To be honest, when we did Malaya, ang binitawan kong salita, sana maaga ko pa siyang nakilala. So that before pa lang, natuto na ako from her. Talaga, every time I come in sa set, talaga, I know I'm gonna be there as a student ni Direk Connie. Bilib na bilib talaga ako sa kanya. Kasi yung naging outcome ng Malaya, like,
actually, hindi madali yung role niya. Ang daming minemorize. Aside from the fact na maraming hinubad, maraming minemorize. So, the equal opportunity yung balance.
Kapag nagme-memorize sa buong band.
Lawyer. Pero parang pinapanood yung eksena. Kaling ni Lovi dyan Parang, memorize ka.
Actually, thanks, Mr. Lee. Binasa ko sa ko, patay tayo dyan. Ang dami. I'm telling you, I have no joke. I would like recite it every day, like probably 10 times, all of my lines before shooting day. Mga buwan yun. Para lang pagdating ko sa set.
Kasi di ba nag-research tayo, we asked lawyers, how do you say this? I went to court, I wanted to see how it happens in court. So, share ko sa kanya, girl, ito papanoorin natin, etc. So, madalas tayo yung message ko. Para mag-usap lang din sa mga eksena. So, super excited to see this and share with everybody for this film na Guilty Pleasures of October 16. Sana, magkita-kita tayo talaga lahat doon.
Alright, thank you, June.
Thank you.
June, pasa mo na kay Ana Pingol.
Ha?
Tatanong ka pa.
Direk, alam mo sexual calisthenics. May expect natin.
Grabe naman. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-phrase, sexual calisthenics.
Parang may mga sa disc, role-playing. Ano ba yung sinasuggest natin sa teaser para may konting sa listahan na to?
Mas gusto kong i-share niya yung kanyang first experience. Meron siyang i-share mo na.
Kasi kanina pa ako pinupulat ko yung Direk. Sabihin mo na kasi sa kanilang lahat. So yung first day ko kasi dito si Dustin. As in ever, whenever pa ako nagka-boyfriend before. So, while doing some scenes, medyo na-pressure talaga ako. And lagi kong kinakausap sa direct, direct, please hindi ako marunong ng ganito, ganyan. Pero sa direct, ginayag na naman ako. Ginayag. Walang kami pakinggan. Pero yan, ginayag niya ako throughout the scenes. And also, tinulungan din ako ni direct sa character ko. Kasi hindi siya madali. For me, kasi never pa ako, hindi ko pala experience yung ganung bagay ngayon. So, yeah.
Ano nga yung mga bagay na yun? First kiss na
Yun, yung kissing scene.
Sabi niya, first kiss niya in real life nangyari sa pelikula with Dustin. Birthday pa ni Dustin yun.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Maraming unusual scenes na makikita. Why? Because iba yung character ni Jaden, iba yung character ni Jameson, iba yung character ni Dustin. So definitely, kung ginawa nila to in real life or kung nalaman na kayong kwento ng ganito, iba rin yung interpretation nila of how they're going to mount this scene. And meron siyang reason in the end, makukonect mo siya why things like that happen.
Last na lang. Kung this direct pa din, anong endpoint pa nito mo? Delete pa kami o matatapos kami makipag-sex after na
Grabe ka naman. Beyond kinukwento namin ganyan, ano yun eh, pangbalansa siya. So may portion siya na gano'n, pero may portion siya kung saan. Alam mo yung, sino ang mamahalin mo? Yung lalaki, the guy who makes you feel uncertain, excited, and exhilarated, versus the man who makes you laugh out loud. Yan, masasagot mo yan in the end ng film. Pili ka kung sino sa dalawang klaseng lalaki na yan. Kung gusto mong makasama habang buhay. Diba?
Grabe yung choices. Thank you, Anna. Maraming salamat. Let's call in now Ian Fariñas and then next si Dondon Cernino. Ian! Grabe naman ang fans club.
Ano? Punta lang ako. 3.
Sorry po, nandito po kami sa Pluto. Hi.
Last 3.
Good evening po. Kay Direk,
Don
magpapasensya na ako kasi medyo maingay po. So hindi namin naririnig yung mga tanong kanina. So baka may possibility na nagtanong na. So please bear with us. Si Direk Connie, tanong ko lang po kung paano niyo na-convince si Jameson to show his butt again on screen.
Meron?
Tapos si Jameson na rin, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your third time.
So siguro let's confirm it first. Meron
Okay.
ba?
Meron po ba?
Ano ba?
Basta naka-plaster siya.
Basta naka-plaster ako. Yes.
So meron, Jameson.
So meron, Jameson. Tsaka kung meron man, ano yung difference dun sa...
May difference!
Hindi yung different at paano ka na-convince for the third time. Kasi dati nagawa mo na, di ba? So how different yung convincing power ni Derek from the two previous ones? Tsaka si Lovi, sorry, aanahin ko na. Kalipin ko na lahat. Si Lovi, meron kaming hanging question dyan during na one-on-one. Your wildest sexual fantasy. Ano ka nasagot, di ba, girl? Yun lang, thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, so let's start with Jameson. Paano ka na-convinced to do it the third time?
Well, yes, I've done it multiple times, and it was for different reasons naman. And I would say this time it has a more of a loving connection. You know, yung mga ginawa ko dati, it was kind of like a dare or psychopath teamwork ko dun. So, well, I mean, I'll take it as a challenge. Na medyo nabigla lang ako.
Walang hesitation when Direk
Hindi,
said,
totoo lang, nabigla siya kasi parang now,
Like, ako na, ganun ba? Okay, wait lang, Derek. Pag na ako sa CR mo na. Tapos, ayun, that was our first day, and I didn't want to feel pressure kasi nagawa ko naman dati.
Right.
And ayun, yeah, it was a process. Pero
Di ba tawa-tawa lang tao sa set, no? Ginagawa.
Tawa din.
Parang asan na yung suot?
No, I remember I was like,
Ng tama.
bigla, oh, sige, magpalit ka na, ganyan. Sabi ko pa sa kanya, sabi ko, Jameson, if you're not comfortable, if you don't have to. Ganun pa ako, nag-line pa ako, nag-ganun. Sabi niya, no, sige, I've done it before. Okay.
Kasi nung one me and director didn't understand each other, akala ko may cover, gano'n. Tapos, ay, wala pala. Okay, sige, blaster. Okay, sige, bilang direct, balik mo na ako. Audio lang.
Alam mo, so, kasi parang hindi to big issue amongst all of us. Parang they know already that it's needed, it's part of it. So pagka sinabi ito yung gagawin, wala na question, no? Wala na.
Yeah, and I believe it makes the scene better naman, so I was willing naman to do it.
Alright. Oh, Lovey, you have been being questioned sa'yo ni Ian. Your wildest sexual fantasy.
I'm gonna be honest, I need to find out. I have no clue yet. Can you tell me the next? I was,
So up to now, wala pa sa isip mo?
wala, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I'm being honest, completely honest. I need to discover it myself.
Oh.
So if you guys, it takes time now. Sorry, it takes time.
It takes, yun ang galing.
Sorry, Dustin.
Kay Dustin na
It takes
talaga
time
ang galing. It takes
now.
time.
Veteran sa ganito na.
Back to you,
Back to
Dustin.
you, Dustin. So, something to discover and explore.
Nagamit tuloy yung veteran kay Dustin.
Sige, kasi sabi niya, alam mo, sa mga eksena, try mo ganito, ganyan. Sabi ko, oh, interesting. So yun, si
Gagawin daw niya yung real life.
Joy!
Yung iba lang.
Why not?
You know what?
Sex positive tayo dito.
Pero kami isang eksena kung saan naka-bra top lang siya, saka underwear, saka naka-open robe. Sabi niya, wow, kung nakita ko ng asawa ko nito.
Tuwa siya. Kasi hindi niya ako nakikita na ganito. Sorry. Sabi ko yung movies pa. Kasi, yun nga, I'm so different guy. Yun diba?
Right.
Nabunod ko yung husband ko. Akala niya I'm like this, but I'm like this.
Alright. Thank you, Ian. Don Sarminos next. Don is right over here. Sa unahan po. Yan.
Ayan, kay Lovie na lang. Parang lalaswan ng mga tanong.
Ay! Sorry na, Don. Sensya na.
Parang violate ang act. Lovie, ayun, sabi ko ang lalaswan ng question. So gawin na natin usap yung question. Parehas ka namang may sensual scene with JM and Jameson, di ba? Sa prangkahang tanong, kanino ka mas nasarapan?
Tapos sabi ko, malaswa yung tanong namin.
Don't sarap lang yun. Hindi naman, not to compare naman, hindi naman dapat i-compare. Pero sino ba yung mas markada sa iyo?
Not to compare, pero sino yung mas
Sure naman sasabihin yung pareho, pero dun ba sa mas may experience or yung mas...
Hindi ka sure.
Sa panahon ngayon, parang yung mas bata pang
Hindi naman yung hindi ni JM, oh. Hindi ka sure, Don.
Oo nga, between JM and Jameson, parang
You know what?
mas wild yung kabila.
Nag-play na lang si Derek Corios.
No, because iba kasi yung atake nung magkaiba eh. Parang basically, i-showcase dito yung personality ng the difference of someone na character ni Adam, ni JM versus ni Jameson. Diba? So, yun nga sabi ni Direk, you don't know, what do you prefer? Is that the date or the one that makes you laugh out loud? So parang, it's different experience.
Okay.
So they delivered perfectly sa
Yes.
characters nila. So I can't really compare kasi magkaiba.
Sino na lang yung markado hanggang ngayon? Yung parang,
Parehas sila.
ganun pala siya.
Parehas sila. Binibigla.
Sino mas magaling sa kanilang dalawa humalik?
Mga multi-kiss na ako.
That's a good answer.
What stays in the...
Pero what happens
the bedroom in the courtroom stays in the courtroom.
Wow. Pero loving what happens after yung mga sensual scene with JM and Jameson.
Well, what happens after?
Yeah.
We basically, kasi we take care of each other eh. Mararamdaman mo yun na parang they would check upon me, I would check upon them. So, you okay? Parang kasi syempre, these are like personal space to it.
Right.
And we are actors as part of the job,
Yes.
as part of storytelling as well. But then we want to make sure that even me, as a woman, I want to make sure that I did not violate my fellow actors who are men. So the same way that that's I hope I didn't do that.
Parang-
You guys are
So dahil yung reaction ni JM napatingin sa'yo talaga.
Saka parang ang dating, yung kay JM is more mature.
It's not mature. It's unusual.
Unusual. Yung kay Jameson,
Mas
Loving and tender.
tender. Parang baka. Tender. Okay, tender juicy.
Ayun na nga. So, pero, in general, overall, masaya naman ang experience. So, hindi naman talaga sila na-violate, no?
Yeah. Nabahilig ka ba kayo? Nabahilig ka ba, Jim?
Joke lang.
Then, Jake, pagka yung reaction mo kanina habang nagsasalita sila, nagulat ka yung tungkol sa yung kinikwento niya, love scene, napating ka sa kanya, essential scene.
Being violated is kami inside joke po.
May inside joke kami.
Na na-violate ka. Yung inside joke.
Gusto na sa ilusiya. Galing-galing niya.
Alright.
Thank you very much as
I know. Last two questions na tayo. Si Ana Cerezo and then ang last question is Tita Astor Amoyo. Okay, let's go with Ana first. Ana Cerezo from ABS-CBN News.
I'm here. Hello. Hi guys. So, ano na lang nagbi na nga medyo yung mga scenes natin dito intense. So, yung natanong na kanina. Ano na lang naging preparation nyo? Di ba sabi ko, biglang salang, pero like, isa pa, like, ano yung boundaries ba kayo sinin? Or anything like that?
Sure, I think we all talked about it before doing the scene. We talked about it carefully, about our limits, our boundaries, if we're all comfortable with doing this. So yeah, I think that made us comfortable doing the scene together and made it more smooth.
Actually, the table read po kami. And we went through like the very important scenes. And then nagkaroon kami ng discussion with the, like, kung ano yung mga, paano lang gagawin yung scene. So, when we got to set naman po, of course, there are moments kasi parang spur of the moment that would happen, pero we had an idea.
And then, kasi diba, it's very raunchy and sexy. Pero I think medyo yung story dito is mabigat and heavy. So medyo nagpapapagod din ba kayo? Parang there's this scene diba, there's very hot scene, pero yung parang story niyo kasi is very hard to deal with it. So parang how do you balance?
I think throughout the movie, there was justice that was managed to be accomplished naman. So even though medyo mabigat yung story, pero we managed to balance it out. And because the story was made perfect, I would say. It was made with this. It was well made. So you don't really feel na parang bigat naman. It was well balanced. It was well made. So
alright. Anna, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. But then with the actors, LOVI kayo, Sarah, being diba, this is a movie for women, like may impact din ba sa inyo yung story niya and I don't know, was it heavy for you? Was it, you know, I think this movie is really for women and if I'm correct.
Yeah, for the boy was heavy kasi I've never done it before. And so, while going to see that medyo mabigat, sobrang nahihirapan ako lalo na bilang isang babae. Alam ko, maraming mga babae na violated before. So, for me, ang hirap na i-portray as a woman. Kasi parang, mas mahirap talaga siya for me. So, what do you think?
Ayun po, like
what Lovely has said and Bonnie has said, it's definitely a movie that will spark a conversation. As a woman myself, I really feel for anyone, especially women, and anyone actually that has gone through something like this. Just because we can't see it or hear it doesn't mean it's not happening. Like we really need to keep an open space to make sure that people who go through something like that know that there's a community that will support them, that they will be heard, and yeah, no one deserves to go through anything like that.
I think for me, it's such a meaningful story. And yes, this is a story that needs to be told. But then, more than anything, I think what we're trying to showcase here is that how people can eventually rise above a certain situation. And like there will always be hope. And I think that is something that we want to share. It's a story that yes, we're laughing here, and it was a very light set, to be honest, because I would like to consider us all friends. But then we made sure that we stayed true to how sensitive and meaningful the story is at the same time. So laughing aside and all about being sexy, that is just tip of the iceberg. What we really want to convey is the core of this film.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. And to